Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to be here again.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been here many times.
We'd like to thank Pastor John and Suzuki for inviting us to come here and show and share what we do. This is like we do at home. So there's a little friction, like wife and husband, but just I'm sure you understand. We cook and eat together, and we live together, and we have a beautiful 5 dogs and 2 cats. They are our kids. Since I had ovarian cancer in 1993, there was no way I could have a baby, and they became our kids. So I have now dog cookbook. Because I've been cooking the dog, like he cooks for celebrity, but I cook for dogs, okay, and cats. So everybody asks, what do you cook for them? Because I've been doing for over 20 years. So there's a book there, but there's things that you can eat, munchy too, okay? It's not only just dog, right?
Yeah,
we eat
right.
their beans, okay? And we eat their actually the rice too. Because they can't go to restaurants, so we cook for them all the time. Makes sense, right? Okay. Yes. Okay.
Great.
All right. So thank you for you to come.
Yes, thank you so much.
He's usually so busy, and he couldn't come last time. If anybody was here, I was the only one up here. Okay. But it was okay.
So now you get an assistant.
No, I'm your assistant
Okay,
today.
good.
Okay. So that's less pressure for me. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
I guess everybody's got a book, recipes inside. So if you, maybe I need to let you know which page.
So we're doing the dessert first, or?
No, we're doing the lentil, page 8. Yeah.
So we're going to do the French lentils quinoa salad with pumpkin seed dressing. This is the pumpkin seed dressing when we had the restaurant we used to call Caesar dressing. That was one of the most popular dressing that we had. We had a very small restaurant, so we made everything fresh every day. It's crazy, but we did it. So this is one of my favorite too, all right? And French lentil quinoa. We put quinoa this time, but you can use for couscous if you're not a gluten intolerant person, and millet. I like rice, brown rice, because I'm Japanese. So I'm not against anything, but I love rice. So okay. Or barley too. You can do pretty much any kind of whole grains that you can use, but we picked quinoa today. All right? So, are we cooking lentil?
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna maybe leave this one there.
Okay.
So the thing about, when you plant-based diet, beans, whole grains, so beans is very important. And of course, all the grains are very important. It's very important to also change, not eating the same thing every day.
Yeah, any of you eat like everyday kind of same food? I get like that too. If I like it, I just keep eating same kind of food, But changing is very important, like changing clothes. In my book, it says that eat like you're changing your clothes. Yeah. So you don't want to wear the same panties or shirts every day, right? Because it's not fresh, and it's not really feeling, how should I say, really just nice. So I don't even know how to say in English, but in Japanese, 気持ちが悪い. So, So I think that's a good term that you eat like you changing your clothes. Then you remember, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to cook now because
Yeah.
we're going to run out of time.
So that's what we do at home anyway. Okay, well, I'm talking always, and what are you doing this? Okay, let me eat.
So when you have beans, of course, from the store, it come in the bags, and you don't know how it went. So I always wash beans, grains. So having a calendar like this, like to strain and to wash, that's the best idea. On the running water, it's very good, but here we don't have, so I'm gonna just use, strainer water, and just make sure that you clean your beans and grains all the same way, and that we're gonna cook this lentil about, that's a lot of water, this one. It's about 20 minutes. 20 to 40 minutes. Some of the lentil, now you got the beluga lentil, you get a French one, you got also one who is very flat. So they all cook a little bit differently. So the time, it could be like 10 more minutes, 20, 15 more minutes on each one. But overall, cooking lentils, it takes about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. So we're going to do this lentil just to show you very quickly. I usually put a piece of kombu or a pinch of salt and bring this to boil. And after it boils, I cover and simmer for about 20 minutes, up to, if you like it very cooked, then up to 40 minutes maybe.
So these are kombu kelp. We usually recommend to use for cooking beans because it will help to cook softer and it's more digestible. So usually I will wait until the beans start dancing, like this. Okay, or grains, they do that, really, watch. Okay, I mean, you don't have to stay here all the time, but then we'll put.
So this is gonna come to a boil. Also, I'm gonna do the grain. So I do the same thing with the grain and wash on the running water and make sure that all my grain are clear. You'll be surprised sometime the water gets a little dirty. So depending from where you get it, either bulk or prepackaged or the brand. So I usually always wash, and then I'm gonna do the same thing, add the water to my quinoa. So usually for the quinoa, if you use about a cup of quinoa, it's about a double of water. If you like it softer, so a little bit, maybe a cup and a half of water per cup of grain.
Okay, so they can't see this one, do they? Yeah? Okay, so they're actually running instead of dancing because... Okay.
So like this?
No, I want...
you put the kombu?
So just 1 cup of usually the beans, about this size. That's all you need, okay? And just...
And
okay.
I turn this down, cover, and then we simmer this for about 20 minutes.
Okay,
And we're going to do the same thing
to the quinoa.
with the quinoa. Oh, hold on.
No, I did. Thank you.
So we're going to bring this to boil, simmer, about same time, about 20 minutes. So I already have some already pre-cooked, that's going to be easier to mix later. But while we're doing this, I want to show you vegetables. So usually we get our vegetables from the farmer's market, once a week or twice a week. and depending what's in season, the carrot and onion you usually get always, but sugar pea, green beans, you can always add whatever the vegetable you feel like, it's in season and what you can get at the market. Usually go into the market, you have a wider idea of what's in season for the area, because when you go to the supermarket, it's usually always there. It's just coming from different area. It's coming from Mexico, it's going from California, South America. So depending of, what I like to use, just the farmer's market give you an idea of the time of the year, what's going to be in season. So even though today, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I got a timer in my head.
Oh.
It's clicking already.
You can't depend on Eric.
So today we use the carrot. We're using carrots, sugar pea, snap pea, onions. If you find baby carrots, it's beautiful. It looks very nice. So you can use baby carrots. Otherwise, today we use the kids snack carrot. That's beautiful too. So depending of what you find, you can use anything for this. And what's good about having this is it's kind of a mix. It could be more like a Saturday lunch that you have your whole grain, you have beans, you have your vegetables. So it's one meal kind of dish. And more and more people are always busy, so that's like something that even my client I cook for, they want something very quick. A salad is good, the dressing, and we use different kind of dressing, but the pumpkin seed, again, it's from a whole, there's no oil added, so it's a great source of protein and vitamin.
Can I add this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So quinoa start moving. Okay. So I'm going to put to kombu. Okay. I'm going to turn down again. Just this much. I usually have a chopstick. So imagine the chopstick. Like, okay. So you can go pretty deeper.
So when I was saying my timer is on because we already have pre-cooked the lentil.
Yeah, but I wanted to do that, like actual things like I'm doing. So anyway, so
I'm going to have to remove this to do our vegetables.
I wanted to tell you that some people like to cover right away. Okay, when you're cooking beans or grains, that's okay too. All right, so you can put the kombu in the beginning and the cover. So the difference is the way I've been cooking this way since '93, something like that. When you cover right away, the beans and the grain comes more contracted because they are pressure, okay? And I have a problem sometimes too much pressure, like I have a lot of pressure from Eric too. Very famous chef. I'm not a chef. I never said I'm a chef anyway. But so I like something like going out freely, So I always uncover in the beginning. But try it. Don't believe everything what I say. But just do it. Okay? And some of my friends, they just boiling. And imagine that actually my friend, the energy is always like that, boiling. Because everything has energy, right? And if you learn how to cook more peaceful, calmly, and grounded, or airy, maybe you want to be free. And that's the way you want to cook. So this is more than maybe plant-based, But I get bored of just cooking plant-based, so I had to figure out how can I make myself more attractive to this cooking. And I see that the energy depends on how you cook, makes so much difference. So maybe you think that I'm cooking like this way, but I'm just exciting right now. I'm very excitable person, especially in front of so many people. I usually have my audience is 5 dogs, remember? And 2 cats. Yeah, so that's why I'm just excitable. But anyway, I just wanted to share that just energetic part of the cooking. All right. Okay.
So we use only three vegetables. The onion, depending on your, taste. I know a lot of people don't like onion, so you can skip onion if you like to.
Really?
To me, give some.
Really?
Well, I know
You don't like onions?
No, I know a lot of people, they don't like onions.
Really?
Too strong.
Well, you need to ask them first.
But overall.
You're just assuming it.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, as always. Okay.
So I usually give a quick blanch to the vegetable. So I don't want to saute with oil or anything like that. So I'm going to blanch with the water on the side. Onion, the carrot, and then the snap pea. Snap pea, you can leave it whole, slice it in pieces, or also, after you blanch it, you can open the pod.
Yeah.
Half open.
Yeah, like this picture that we have, right?
Serve it like this. So that looks very nice in the salad, It looks very fresh, very clean. But you can do that, sorry. You can do that after you blanch. It's much easier to open.
Yeah. All the photos that we have in our cookbooks, we took ourselves. It's in our garden. Thank you.
So we self-publish all our cookbooks.
We did everything ourselves. And the best part is you can eat after we take photos. Okay, don't forget that. Otherwise, maybe if somebody takes it, I don't know, they trash or they just eat themselves. But we ate everything, so we know it was good. And dog too, they ate. Make sure dog and cats ate.
So usually I blanch one by one and take it out, but I can do also in a few seconds, I'm going to keep adding, after the carrots. Carrots takes a little longer. The sugar pea, it's much quicker. So I'm going to time and just cook all in one pot now to go a little faster.
Time in your head?
Yep, time in my head always. Time is right.
You're so funny.
So I just slice the carrot. I'm going to add the sugar pea.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to just add the onion.
But you put the end too.
Okay. Add some hand? Yeah. Oh, one more here. And if you have, either a strainer.
Onion too?
Yeah. I'm going to blanch all of it in one time.
We never do that at home, so. Because I'm watching.
I was just looking for smaller strainer, but this is a little big.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do.
But onion is not ready because you just put it. So
yeah, 1 second.
You need to wait. 20 seconds, not 1 second.
So then we realize that our quinoa is ready. The beans almost cooked. We have it here already pre-done.
Okay.
So like I said, depending on how you like your beans, very well done, a little chewy, a little crunchy, not too hard because then it's easier, it's more difficult to digest. But I like a little bit al dente, sometimes my beans. So I changed the way I cooked it. But I'm going to mix all of this in one bowl, and then we can add the dressing. So I think our vegetables are done already.
Are you sure?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Oops, don't forget to turn this off. I'm going to use this here.
Always taste.
And yes, always taste.
You told me. You told me that. Okay.
So I'm going to use a bigger bowl here to put the beans.
Everything
Quinoa.
together. Okay. And this too?
And then our vegetables. And we'll be able to make the dressing and mix that. So I'm trying very often to use almost like no oil. And if I make a dressing, then it's oil, lemon juice, salt and pepper, and I will add this dressing. But because, when you go out, eat, there's oil in everything. I mean, the deep fry, the sauté, the pasta, there's oil in everything. So when I'm home, we try to use less oil as possible. So a lot of recipe that we do also try not to use too much oil. So like that, we can have a better control of what we have.
Oh, good enough.
Thank you. So for the dressing, we use the pumpkin seed. This is raw pumpkin, not roasted. And also, we're going to wash. We're going to do the same way. I'm using the same editing here. So it's very simple. It's pumpkin seed. We use vinegar. So this one we use the plum, Japanese plum vinegar, ume vinegar. But it's a little saltier. But you could also use, there's rice vinegar to use for that. And you're going to use a blender. Or this is, I don't know which one is this one. This is a Breville. This is more like a smoothies blender.
So
It's very good. No, we don't need this one right now.
Okay.
It's very good for smaller amount. This kind of blender. So I have one even a little smaller than this at home. So we use just the pumpkin seed that we already wash. The vinegar, the vinegar here. Just trying to open this one. There we go. So what's in the recipe? I forgot what's the amount. So many times I just do by taste. But it says the pumpkin dressing is half a cup of pumpkin, 1.5 tablespoons of umeboshi vinegar.
Yes.
Or rice vinegar if you like. And then water. I didn't put any salt. You can always use the salt, sea salt after to season. Or you can use a little bit of shoyu also for the dressing.
So half cup water.
And then water.
Yeah.
And then for the liquid, I usually don't put all of it, depending how thick it's going to be. I can always use a little bit more liquid to make it thin on the dressing. Again, sometimes, again, your choice. People like it very thick dressing.
Did you wash it?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm not sure this one. Oops. I need to plug it for. That's oops.
Huh?
Just making sure where's the connection here. I
You
got
got it? Okay. You use this?
Yeah. Oh, this is very powerful. Nice.
Can
So
we
you can-
take this home? We don't have this kind.
So maybe
What do you need?
spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, plastic spoon. Yeah.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, I just want to show what's the kind of thickness. So I'm going to blend a little bit more. I can see that there's still some chunk, but I think the thickness is perfect. You know, you don't want it too light. I like to do a lot of nuts, also dressing. Walnut, it's very nice to make dressing. Very earthy, so
Sesame seed.
sesame seed
Sunflower seed.
and sunflower seed. Yeah, it's very good for dressing. And you don't need oil at all. So I'm just making sure. Yeah. So like I said, I didn't put salt at all. So you want to add salt to this. I'm going to just add salt and pepper, and then
Can
I'm
I
going to
taste
add the
it?
dressing. If you put in a jar, a glass jar in refrigerator, a couple weeks. Yeah.
Good.
And that's it.
That's
So
it.
just salt, pepper.
That's it?
Yeah. Add your dressing, and you can just mix it all.
But you haven't tasted yet, did you?
So we have a taste for everybody
Yeah.
for after. I don't know if we have a small plate.
Bowl.
Maybe we just leave it here for now like this.
This,
Yeah.
it was supposed
Oh, no,
to be.
that's going to be for
But it's
dessert.
okay. One is okay.
One is okay.
Just
So usually I like to serve this in a wider bowl a little bit. So it looks pretty good. And, you know, if you use baby carrots from the market, that's going to look very beautiful.
presentation is very important for Eric.
Maybe a little scallion too,
Yes.
but, you know. You can always make this in advance, but don't add the dressing. When you're ready to eat, you can always add your dressing at the end. And you can keep this in refrigerator for a few days, no problem. So, as a snack.
I'm going to take this off.
And I think that's a great lunch, you know, one meal lunch for the office. That worked very, very perfectly.
You can also use the chickpeas and other beans too. Yes. Yeah, you can
Oh,
use
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
vinegar or just a lemon.
So of course,
Yeah.
if you use balsamic, the dressing is going to get very dark. It's going to get darker than this.
Yeah. Pardon?
Apple cider, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
you know,
any
this is,
vinegar is
again,
good.
this is just an idea. I use the umeboshi vinegar because umeboshi, it's a little salty.
And it has more alkalines.
It's very alkaline.
Yes, and it has
So-
more enzyme. Because to make that umeboshi plum vinegar takes at least 1 year. The one we have home is over 10 years. Yes. Yeah, you could say a little expensive, but if somebody takes 1 year to make it, 365 days, so
Yeah.
I don't think so. You know?
Well, it's like balsamic, you know, good quality balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
It's quite pricey. So, you know, to me, I'm just looking at what are the advantage, you know, of apple cider versus ume vinegar versus balsamic. Yeah.
So this one, I've never seen this kind. it's actually that this is a Korean plum, right, Eric? Have you seen
Yeah.
this? So I've never seen this. The one I have home is color is a pink or little darker red.
Yeah, so this one's a little bit feels like rice vinegar.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So it's a little bit different. But
So we're going to move to the sweet stuff, the dessert,
oh yeah, okay.
the panna cotta, the coconut panna cotta. I don't know which page is that. Huh? Should be next. Huh? All the way down.
Dessert
to
is in the
desserts.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a recipe.
27, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I know they told me that few of the books, there's two different print. In the ingredient, the coconut panna cotta ingredient, I need just to make sure that I think one it says maybe rice syrup, but today we use only maple syrup for the whole recipe. So just making sure that in the panna cotta you have the last ingredient, it's 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So what?
So panna cotta, it's pretty easy to make, and that's actually I changed the name because it used to be called Madonna Coconut Mousse.
In the book is
Oh, in the book.
Yeah, I just didn't want to use your client name.
I see.
Okay.
So that's the way it happened. This recipe it happened. I went to work. I was cooking for Madonna many years here in LA, but at one point he asked me to go in London for like almost 2 months. So, and when I was there, she said she's trying to eat sweet, but nothing baked. No more baked sweet, no more gluten. So it was getting, complicated a little bit. But they still want the sweet. So I came up, with this recipe because I just mix stuff around, and I don't eat dairy for years, plant-based. So it's been over 20 years. So I was kind of a little bit trying to make something pretty good. And I came up with this cashew mixed with coconut, and to bind it together, the agar, which is gelatin, the seaweed gelatin, and that panna cotta was a hit completely. I had to make it every couple days for 2 months, So of course I came up with different with fruits, but this was the most popular. So when I reprint my books, we had to add this in the recipe.
But we did ask
Yeah,
her.
we did ask.
We asked her. Yeah. So she's not going to sue us. In America, it's really big things. No, we learn very quickly. He's
So,
from Quebec, and I'm from Japan, so we have to learn, right?
In the blender, if you have a Vitamix, it's better because it's going to blend very, very smoothly. Otherwise, blender, it's fine also. So I just put cashew, coconut milk. So in a recipe, it's 2 cups because sometimes we can buy the bigger. But one can, it's just under 2 cups. So you can add a little water and it's going to be all good, just for the amount. Pinch of sea salt, which I have where? Pinch of sea salt.
I never see it. Oh, here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big one, so that's why I didn't see it.
So big pinch. Just add a little pinch of salt. And then water. I need one more.
You need
One
more
more
water?
bottle.
Here.
Yeah.
More?
About a cup. No, actually, the water is going to be. Oh, sorry. The water is for this one here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gonna have to do this. That's
Yes.
the water and the agar. And I just need the maple syrup.
I gave you maple.
Oh, sorry. So 2 tablespoons. Oh, it's not open. All right. Quickly.
How much you need? 2 tablespoons. Yes. Here's a tablespoon.
Yeah, 2 tablespoons.
He doesn't need it.
It's
I just brought it so you could use it at least. Pretend like
Yeah.
you're using. It's okay.
And then make sure you put your hand on top. Both speed down because accident happen.
Is
often.
this on? It's not connected. It's here too, look, Eric. Huh.
That's the one? No. 1 second. Okay.
But it's on. So maybe we need to connect it down.
Maybe we need some technical support.
Oh,
See?
it's different than what we have.
Oh,
There's a light.
oh yeah, there's a switch in front here. Didn't know this one.
This is fancy.
So what I was saying, because sometimes, you get the high-speed switch, and if you're not careful, you turn it on, and it's first on high speed, and if you don't have your hand, it's just, everything goes. So even as a chef, it happened to me more than once.
That's
I
right.
touched the wrong button, and that was it. So... So I know those baby here, they're pretty expensive, but it works so well on every aspect. So you see this, I just want to miss you, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
So I'm going to put this on the side, and what I want to do,
Agar.
it's cooking the agar with water, and we're going to add
You
it
need to put
together.
agar.
So agar, you have a powder and also
We put the
flakes.
flakes.
So I'm going to add this to the water. Agar, it's a seaweed, it's a gelatin. So it's totally vegan
Yes.
because most of gelatin come from animal bones.
Where's the wood one?
Wood one. Oh, here we have. That's too loud.
Oh.
So I'm going to just dilute this, bring it to boil, and that's our binding.
Okay, I'll do it.
We're going to keep
I'll
this
do it.
together.
Okay.
So while this is going, we're going to just add this together. And then separately, I'm going to do the caramel sauce. And caramel, usually it's sugar, water, and cream. So to
They know. So, okay.
compare for the cream, we use
Let's-
almond milk or, a non-dairy milk. Substitute with arrowroot or kuzu, so a binder.
Okay. This is getting thick. Eric,
Good.
okay?
It's ready.
It's ready.
So I'm just going to add this, just to mix a little bit together. Okay. And put it back here. Let me have it.
Okay.
Then we can just mix this making sure it's all well mixed. And then Sanae can put it in the ramekin.
Okay. Ramekin, I put it there. Here.
Yeah. Here, I'll let you put this in the ramekin in front. And right here, oops. I'm going to cook that. I'm going to use this same pan. I'm going to use the almond milk. Sorry, it's right here. Almond milk and then the arrowroot. And I'm going to cook this to make a little cream. And while this is cooking here, I'm going to cook the caramel, put in this pan. So the maple syrup, cook. So I don't want to put too much. So the maple syrup is, how many cups? Sorry. It's half a cup. Yeah, half a cup of maple. This says, sorry, 1 cup, 1 cup. Yeah, it was half a cup of the almond milk here. 1 cup of maple. So to go a little faster, I didn't put the actual 1 cup because it's going to take too long to reduce. So what I want to do, it's cook. I'm going to switch here so everybody can see. Yeah.
I can do that one.
I want to cook this maple until it reduces and it get very, very brown caramel. So that's a more delicate process. And of course, nobody put the finger inside because it's really, really hot and burning.
How could you put
But I'm saying, like, you don't want to taste. So I said always, taste, but no, you don't want to taste this kind of thing.
taste when it's done, not during.
So our cream get thicker, so it's ready to go. And I want to make sure that I'm cleaning the side of my bowl here to cook that caramel. So in my cookbook, we use half rice syrup and half maple syrup
It gets thicker.
to make the caramel.
Thicker, right? To make thicker.
Yeah, it comes a little bit thicker, but also the flavor. It's to me it's better. You know what I was looking for, but it's very difficult now to find rice syrup on the market. I don't know why. It looks like all the company they ran out of rice. I don't know, but there's no more rice syrup. So you can see this thickness. Sorry, the thickness here, the maple.
But this is done.
You don't want to burn it. It's smelling already. So you don't want to burn it, but you want it thick. See that? So it's almost like maybe 30 more seconds. And then I'm going to add the cream to it.
I need to do more? I think it's done.
It's done.
Yes.
So slowly, I'm going to add this cream.
Smells so good. Can you smell?
Okay, so that's the caramel sauce.
Great. But this is a little still hot.
So this caramel sauce, I had a lot of my customer from different restaurants. At one point we had 2 restaurants. We had the Bistro, was the sit-down high-end restaurant, and the cafe in Venice. I had customer coming to the Bistro, and they wanted to buy the bottle of caramel. They said, we like it so much, can we just get bottles? So when usually we have to refrigerate this to get harder, but just to show you quickly, I don't have a smaller spoon. I'm going to use this.
Smaller spoon?
Yeah.
Not the metal.
So I usually, when our panna cotta get harder, so I'm just going to put the caramel on top. And serve it like this.
Oh, it looks nice though.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's almost there.
Yeah.
So that caramel, when you take a bite, it just go in, and that's a pretty good taste. If you like your sauce, you're going to see how the thickness it is. If you like a little bit more thick, then the cream that we made with the almond milk and the arrowroot or the kuzu, you make it a little bit more thick, so your caramel is going to be more like from a squeeze bottle kind of style thickness of the sauce. Oops, I just dropped it inside. I'm going to use this one.
Okay.
Yep. So that's the caramel. And this caramel sauce, when you cool enough, you can keep it 4 or 5 months. Yeah. It's like it never get bad. So I hope you don't keep 5 months. I think you eat it right away in a few weeks. But
You never last that
what
long.
I'm saying,
Anyway.
it lasts for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
That's our
Thank you.
panna cotta. So I serve this sometime also with a fruit sauce. So, sometime mango or papaya, and I just use the, what was that nice blender machine here? I just puree the fruits, and I just use the coulis, the sauce on top, and that works so great with fresh fruits also.
Okay.
So I know we were just right on time.
I want to say something. I want to say something.
Yeah, really appreciate to be here. And I know my wife wanted to say one more quickly thing.
Thank you so much, Chef Eric
Thank
and
you.
Sanae. How we love
Good.
you. Wow,
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
is incredible.
I want to say just one thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
one more thing she wants to say.
So I didn't realize that when I came here that some of you were reading Pastor John's as a newsletter, or what do you do?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so I have no idea. So people came, and some of you knew that I had a lymphoma last year, and this is my second cancer, and has nothing to do with my first one. My first cancer was 1993 ovarian cancer. And this time it came from the blood transfusion that I had at a car accident. And I got hepatitis C from blood transfusion. And that led to the lymphoma, only the liver, because of hepatitis C. And I didn't know anything about it because I lived to, like a Dr. Tao
Dr. Tao.
was talking about lifestyle, okay, exercise and diet, eat real food and, lifestyle. So I changed it 93. And I thought I would never, I shouldn't say never because in English they taught me, but I was so shocked. But I faced the reality that anything could happen, even though I am plant-based, or I change the lifestyle and live with nice husband who cook wonderful food, okay? So I faced it, and I realized that But when doctor said you have a lymphoma on only the liver, stage 4, only weeks to live, okay, I almost lost it, really. But thanks to Eric and my dogs and the cat, they're my family, really. So, and then everybody who support, including Pastor John and Susan, thank you so much, always. And I'm here, and I'm trying to help people who went through the chemotherapy and eat plant-based now. And plant-based actually helps the less side effect or almost no side effect. My oncologist was so happy that what I was doing. So if there's anything that I can help any of your family or friends or anybody, please email me. And I would love to share that my experience, not wasted, okay? Because it was hard. And I don't want to go back, but it was a really meaningful experience for me. And I'm back, and thank you so much.
Thank you.